For many students, the only task left in this school year is to collect that final report card. But it's something that can be anxiety-inducing for students and parents alike. So this morning we're getting 5 tips on what to do when the card comes in with Laura Lee Burgess of Oxford Learning. Good morning.
Good morning, Heidi.
Yes, it is that time, the last one of the school year, right?
It is coming. If they haven't received it yet, it is coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
So what do you do when it comes home to you? 5 tips. The first is making sense of what it actually says, right? How do you do that?
So the first thing is really focus on the comments. So oftentimes with, the report cards are changing or expectations are changing. So sometimes parents don't always know what the grade means, but take a look at the comments. It's really important to read those, see what the teacher's saying, and figure out exactly what that mark involves.
Okay, so just kind of I shouldn't say ignore what the mark says, but really pay attention to the comments.
Pay more
attention
to the exactly.
Right.
Pay more attention to the comments. Suggestions about room for improvement, things like that.
Okay. Meeting with the teacher to do that.
Yes. So if you haven't done that already, like the last set of parent-teacher interviews, you might want to just set up a quick time before the end of the year, just to have a quick chat, see if there's anything that you need to address over the summer. So as we talk about, summer is a great time to get ahead, fix up any of those things that they might have been struggling with this year. So a quick chat with the teacher, even an email, would be great before the end of the year.
Context. Context is always important. What does that mean?
It is. So keep it in context. Take a look at what it is that was assessed this term. Just because they got a lower mark in math this term doesn't mean math overall is a challenge, but it may be those topics that were addressed.
Okay.
So, and the other thing too is you want to make sure that you're looking at the marks the right way. So don't focus too much on the mark, but what it is that they need some help.
Right, exactly. So again, it may be the actual topics that were covered that semester in that subject. Going to the source, what does that mean?
Yes. So I always like to talk to the kids about the report cards first. So, ask the kids before you have that conversation with them, ask them what they think their teacher would have said, or ask them how they think they did in a particular subject. The end of the year is great because hopefully all along we've talked about ways that we can improve. So talk to them before you read that final report card with them, have that discussion, see what they have to say, and then you can discuss it.
Yeah, so be sure not to leave your child out of the whole mix entirely, right? Include them in the whole conversation. And last but not least, do something now.
Do something now. Yes, that is the most important thing. So report cards are coming out. Like I said, if you haven't received it already, they're coming. Now is the time to do something about that. Most kids have 8-9 weeks off for the summer, but it really should be an opportunity that you're working on fixing up some of those, filling in some of those holes. So don't put that report card back in the envelope and wait until September and hope that everything magically disappears. If they had issues this year, the issues will be compounded come September. So don't ignore it. Make a plan, figure out what you're going to do. Now is the time.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do the previous steps, then that's a whole lot easier because you know what you need to do.
Exactly.
To get there.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much for this. Can't believe we're heading into the end of the school year.
I know, it's crazy.
Where does the time go? All right, well, time right now to check in with Cyril.